Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Keneawagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. Down the sideline he goes. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Strong. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Watson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Vikings at 4-11 on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. To throw, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Following a good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Throwing on first down. Strong. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Pollard going to try the right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 22, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted it in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Cook following the penalty. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. On the move past the 40. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one 28 yards on the ground. Play action now. Cousins steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 35-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 28, Vikings 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Cook makes the catch on the out route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
On 1st and 10. Strong. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Going to run again here with Pollard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
second down, it's Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw on third down. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin looking middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Cousins now. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, no, he's easy. Where's the hard? Hey, receiver.
Cousins now from the 50. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. The Cowboys 42-yard line.
Cousins again. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Cousins now to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Listen to me.
Again, it's Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Damone Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Strong. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Christian Watson, 31 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
45, Vikings 17.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Osa Odighizuwa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All right, now we go.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First down, here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd downs, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.